Do you know about the elf on the shelf? If you've got young children, grandchildren, you might know about this. If you don't, let me tell you. It's an elf that's been sent from the North Pole by Santa to watch over your kids. Help Santa keep track of who's naughty or nice. Every night, the elf flies back to the North Pole. Every morning, it finds a different spot on your house to keep watch. You're the person, you're the parent, you move the elf around. The kid's not supposed to touch it. It's become a Christmas phenomenon. Sure you know about it. Now, wait for it, there is the Mensch on a bench. For those of you not familiar with the Yiddish, Mensch means a person of integrity and honor. Joining us now, Neal Hoffman, founder of Mensch on a Bench. Welcome, Neal.
Thank you.
This is your idea entirely?
It is.
You saw the success of Elf on a Shelf for Christmas, and you went with the Jewish side of things, Mensch on a Bench.
So I'm in an interfaith marriage, and we're raising the boys Jewish. And every December, we go through December dilemma, if you will. And my son asked for an elf on a shelf, and I'll be the first to admit, I have a little bit of elf envy. And he came up to me and said, "Dad, can we get an elf on a shelf?" And I said, "Dude, we're Jewish."
He came up with the expression elf on a shelf?
No, he asked me, he said, "Daddy, can we get an elf on a shelf?" And I said, "No, we're Jewish. You can get a Mensch on a bench." And that's where the idea came from.
Okay, there's one of them sitting here. There's a big one sitting right next to you. I'm sure we can see that. How much for this one in the stores?
They go for about $29.99 to $34.99.
All right, this is a private company. You don't have to tell me, but how many have you sold?
We're going to do over 50,000 this year after just making 1,000 of them last year.
50,000 this year?
50,000 this year.
Okay, now, what do you do with the Mensch on a bench? The same thing you do with an elf on a shelf?
So it's a little bit different from elf on a shelf because I wanted it to tie back to Judaism a little bit more. So what he does is he watches over your menorah, and there are different rules for having a Mensch. So you will name him, you will eat latkes with him, you'll spin dreidels with him. And actually, we changed one of the rules. So you were talking about consumerism a minute ago, that one of the nights kids will give presents to someone in need instead of receiving presents. Okay. So we're trying to teach children how to be Mensches and bring families together.
And teach them Yiddish.
And Yiddish.
I will say one thing. I love Yiddish. I love some of the terms. I think they're good to mix into your copy when you write about them. And Mensch is the perfect word.
Now, do you move him every night?
Yes. So he is an old Jewish man, so his back gets sore. So you move him every night to watch over your menorah.
And the kids are not allowed to touch?
Kids are allowed to touch him. So we heard the feedback on Elf that that is kind of one of the pressure points. So we decided to make this a family-friendly activity. The kids get to help pose him. The kids can play with him. And our job is to just bring families together and make Hanukkah a little bit more Funukkah.
How about schmuck on a puck?
Oh, no, don't say
that. We turned that one down.
You're killing me. What's wrong with schmuck? Oh, that's right. I know.
No, it's not good. So this is a private company. This is your idea entirely.
Yes.
You want to sell?
Not yet.
Would you sell the whole idea, the expression, Mensch on a bench, and your production facility, would you sell the whole thing for $10 million tomorrow morning? Would you?
Probably not.
No, come on. Of course you would.
I'm having the most fun I've ever had in my life. I quit my job. I'm going to be on Shark Tank this Friday. I'm on Fox. I'm making little Jewish dolls for a living. My kids are proud. I'm living the American dream. Now, could I live it with $10 million? Yes, that's possible. But this is the best thing to ever happen to me.
Neal Hoffman, you got us. That was Mensch on a Bench, $29.99, wherever you can find it. And it's selling fast. Neal, thanks very much.